Hi beauties, it's Jean Piersanti with Beauty and the Stamper, and I got this stamp set yesterday. It's called Christmas Means More, and I thought it was just adorable, and I said this is the one I want to use because look at this. It's got all these great sayings from different movies. So we've got the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear from Elf. And it just has some great little sayings, but I saw this every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. And that reminded me of It's a Wonderful Life. And it reminded me that it was in black and white. And we still watch it every year. So I'm like, I am going to do this in a black and white and shades of gray theme, just like it wasn't intended. So I'm going to be using this stamp set and then this little bell as well. So let's get started. Again, like I said, we're going to be using the gray scale here. So I have a sheet of Whisper White. And again, this is Free Tutorial Friday, so you're going to get all the dimensions and everything in on my blog, beautyandthestamper.com, if you need it. And then I have two sheets of Whisper White, one for the inside, one for the outside. I have a piece of gray granite that we're going to use. And then I have some silver foil. Some of the other stuff we're going to be using is the real red braided trim, the beautiful little adhesive snowflakes, the stitched rectangle framelits, and the subtle dynamic embossing folder. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to put all the pieces. Stamping seems hard for people, you guys. It's not hard. It's just taking little bits of this, little bits of that, and putting pieces together. So let me show you how easy it is. We're going to take the embossing folder. We're going to stick the Whisper White sheet in there. And when you put it in there, you just run it through your cut and emboss folder, and it comes out looking like this. So look at the difference. This is a regular Whisper White thick, and then can you see a little bit of texture there? And on the other side you might be able to see other texture, and then you just choose what side you want. So it's just a little tiny bit of texture that's going on there, but it makes a big difference in your cards. So we've got that, and then we've got this piece for the inside, which we will stamp when we do our stamping. The next piece that I have that's going to be stamped is this gray granite. Just moving these extra pieces. Okay, we've got the gray granite, which also needs some stamping. And then we've got our silver foil, which needs some stamping. And we're going to use our Tuxedo Black Memento ink. I am going to take out the little bell. And we're going to stamp two of these straight away. We're going to give it time to dry. And you may need to hit it with a dryer, with a heat tool, or you can always emboss it as well. You put a black embossing powder or a clear embossing powder on there, and that's going to come out really nice and cute. Then we're going to take our well, I have the bell out, so let me go ahead and do the bell. You decide which way you're going to use your card. I'm going to be doing mine the long way here. So I'm just going to put a little bell right there. I'm going to take another one and put it right there. So we've got our two little bells. And I don't like the way that came out, so I'm going to flip it over. And we're going to do that one again. There's two sides to every piece of paper. So if you don't like one side, flip it over, do it again. And then now you've got that. This is going to be glued down, so you won't see that at all. Next piece we're going to be stamping. Move this out of the way. Put all my pieces together. And we are going to get out the Every Time a Bell Rings saying. And we're going to kind of stamp this a little bit toward the top. Let that ink get over there. And now we have that. got all our stamping done. Can you believe it? Now remember, I used those rectangle stitch dies. We're going to be using the one that fits right around there. Now see how that is lined up where it's up at the top? That gives us a little bit of room to put some little fun elements on there. So again, we're going to take the die and we're going to run that through our cut and emboss machine, and then it's going to come out just like this. So now we've got another piece, and then don't forget we've got these guys here. We're going to take our paper snips, because it does not have a die, and we are just going to go and we're going to cut around there. And I'm not going to cut all the way to the edge. I'm just going to kind of cut around like this, all the way around, leaving a little bit of a border, right? And so when I get done and I cut them all the way around, I'm going to have two little guys like this. You guys, it's so easy, so quick, and we're just going to put our card together now. So I'm getting all the pieces. We're going to take this and we're going to fold it in half. We're going to get our bone folder and burnish that down, because, you know, we love those nice flat cards. Then we're going to take and we're going to put the inside. If you want, you can add some Merry Christmas greetings or anything like that. And we're just going to put this on here with the stamp and seal. I love this stamp and seal. I say it every time. The only thing is every so often you just need to give it a little bit of help to get it started. All right. Now we're going to line this up with a little border around it. As long as you cut your paper correctly, you should have a nice little border all the way around. And so now we have room to write our greeting in there. All right, before we put the next piece on, I want to make sure I get these two pieces together. So I am going to take my stamp and seal here. Again, you just need to start it off a little sometimes. And I'm not going to put any dimension on this card because it's going to have its dimension from the bell. So the cardstock itself, I'm just layering right on top of the other. We're just going to put that right there in the middle again. And then we're going to take that braided ribbon and we're going to wrap that around. We're going to put some stamp and seal right here and right here. And we're going to hold these guys down with the stamp and seal. Just get it nice and straight there. I think that is good. And then we can take our stamp and seal again. Now I go right over that ribbon, that cord, and that should hold that down as well. So again, we're going to line those pieces up, and as long as your paper is cut properly, you'll have that nice border. So there we go. And let's go ahead and put a couple finishing touches on there. I'm going to put these guys on there, and remember I said that's where the dimension is going to come from. So I'm just going to grab my little dimensionals out here, and I'm going to go with, well, maybe not. Oh yeah, here they are. Well, again, maybe not. Oh, there we go. The little mini dimensionals. So I'm going to take out my mini dimensionals here. going to put one, and then we're going to put the other. Just going to take that off. Take that one off. We're going to put our little bells down like this. And put one on top of the other, just like that. Then I'm going to get out a mini glue dot, because I've taken that braid and I've just made a little bow. So I'm going to take that, find one of those dots there, and we're going to put that dot right on there. And then when I take it off, it's got that dot right on there. If there's any extra sticking out, just push it back on itself. It's going to stick to itself there. And then stick that down there. Super cute. And then we're going to just put a little bit of accents. And I'm going to be using the adhesive back snowflakes. And I want to show you there's two kinds. And you can tell, you can't really tell when you're holding them up, but when you put them next to the white, you're going to see the white with a little bit of pinkish yellow shimmer. But when you put these next to the white, you're going to see some colored shimmer. So you see there? And then whenever you do that, check, because look how pretty and white those stand out. But when you put them against here, there's not so much, you guys. So if you want it to be really kind of some green tones, then put it against a black. But before you do anything, always try first. So decide which color you want. Do you want a little bit of color, or do you want them to go in the black and white, or you can just leave it as is. I thought I was going to go with the color, but then I see this here, and I'm just going to add a little bit right here. So I'm going to put one there, and then I'm going to come down here, and I'll put another one here, and then I'll put one more right there, and I'm done. That's it. I put 3 little snowflakes. Now, those little bells, I want to color those up a little bit. So I grab my Wink of Stella, and all that's going to do is leave a little tint of shimmer. And it darkens those bells up just a little bit, because that's what we're going for, right? That's what we're talking about, is the bells. And there we go. So if you'd like to see or print a tutorial, get the dimensions of everything, just go to beautyandthestamper.com. If you'd like to order anything that I used here, you can go to my site, jeanpiersanti.stampinup.net, and down in the description below, I'm going to put all the links for you for everything. So, alright beauties, if you like this, please give me a big thumbs up. I do tutorials every Friday and Tuesday, so I hope you like them. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye!